The Jeep Compass, another make or break car for Fiat in India. Well, Fiat Chrysler India, as the company is now called. This is the car that a lot of the hopes of the company rides on. And on first impressions, well, they've done a damn good job. Look at it from the outside. It looks really butch, masculine, and most importantly, authentic. It's got those real strong Jeep cues, the squared off wheel arches, the 7-slot grille. It looks like a baby Grand Cherokee, and I think that's a very good thing. It also looks very manly. So in the product briefings, the head of marketing talked about their target audience, and 90% of it was male. And when you look at it, it does feel like a manly car. It's not a SUV that has been derived from a hatchback, though the platform is a hatchback platform, but it feels like a proper SUV. It feels strong, it feels heavy, it does not feel difficult to drive, it's actually quite easy to drive, but it does have that weight of an SUV. The Compass rides on Firestone all-weather tires, and I'm surprised by how well they work. There's not too much squeal on the road, so even when you're pushing it around these twisty roads in Goa, there's not too much squeal and there's a good amount of grip. And yesterday, when we drove it on the beach, there was a good amount of grip also. There was never any indication that the car was going to sink in. And the most important thing on this is the ride quality, which is absolutely fantastic. No other SUV in this segment rides as well as the Compass. This is one of those SUVs which is not meant to be driven around in, but if you're in the driver's seat, it's actually really good. The ride quality, the comfort, the handling, the refinement, the power, even the way the interiors are put together, the quality, the materials, the design, there is actually nothing to complain about, which is a big deal for Fiat and for Jeep for that matter. Jeep is not known for great interiors or great quality, but here I really can't find things to fault with. Okay, the touchscreen, even though it is comprehensive, is a bit slow to respond to your touch. There's a little bit of lag in there, and the audio controls are behind the steering wheel, so that takes a bit of getting used to. But apart from that, there is nothing to fault. The seats are sporty, they're comfortable, they hug you well. If there's one thing to criticize, that's space at the back. So in terms of positioning, I would slot this between the Hyundai Creta and the Hyundai Tucson. In terms of exterior size, it is more towards the Tucson, but in terms of interior space, it is more towards the Creta. So where Jeep is going to price the Compass at, that's going to be really crucial and really important. On the powertrain front, this one runs the new 2-liter diesel engine, which is actually made in Ranjangaon by Fiat. The other option is the 1.4 multi-air, and that's the first one that will get the twin-clutch automatic gearbox. 6 weeks after its launch, that's what Kevin Flynn, head of FCA India, told us. As of now, there's the 2-liter diesel mated to the 6-speed manual gearbox. It makes 174 horsepower, 350 Newton meters of torque, and it's a powerful engine. It has good amount of grunt. The torque, the flexibility of the engine is actually pretty good. So from 2000 to 3,500 RPM, that is the sweet spot where it pulls really well. So on the highway, you stick it into 6th gear, comfortably it pulls. The refinement is excellent. There's not too much turbo lag. I think because there's so much of torque, so you don't feel that lag when you shift and when you drop a little bit out of the power band. So overall, a very easy engine to motor along quite smoothly and quickly. Refinement, like I said, really good. The gearbox, it's got longish throws, but otherwise it is slick, it is smooth, it's precise. Now it's got 4 different modes. Obviously auto, for when the car will decide what it wants to do, but the other 3 modes are snow, sand and mud. They say every Jeep, no matter how big, how small, whether it's a compact SUV or a full size with low ratio, it all has to be able to go off-roading. And now we are in the middle of the century in South Goa, fording a river with a compact SUV. To be honest, this is not something I thought that the Compass could do. Even though on the beach it went beautifully, and even on the roads it rides wonderfully, but fording a river in a compact SUV, I didn't think this was possible. We've got mud mode on, and the good thing is these tires, the Firestone all-terrain tires, they actually grip pretty well. It is quite slushy. We tried to walk and we were slipping on this mud. So you can feel the car fighting a little bit for traction and is sliding around a bit, but you just keep it at a low RPM, under 1500 RPM, and it doesn't really make heavy work of this. It's actually pretty slushy out here, and the ruts are getting quite deep, but the ground clearance is good, the approach and departure angles are good, and it goes through comfortably. I don't think any other compact SUV can really do this. So the Compass does not have hill descent control, and we're trying out a steep decline which is also a bit muddy, but it's fine, it's not a problem actually. So after driving the Compass on road, on the beach, in slush, in mud, in a mini stream like this, what do I think? Well, I think Jeep have done a fantastic job. If there was a car to save Fiat in India, the Compass is it.